Hi everyone, I am Mayank. Today we will try to solve Leetcode daily challenge question length of last word. So it basically states that we have a string S consisting of both words and spaces. We need to return the length of the last word in the string. So as you can see from the given examples, in the first example, length of world is 5, so we return 5. For example 2, length of last word is 4, that is moon, so we return 4. Similarly, for the third example, last word is joy boy, which has a length of 6, so we return 6. Let's move forward with the approach. So what we can do is, while iterating on the string, we can keep track what is the size of the current word, and when we encounter a space, what we can do is we can keep a track that we can potentially discard that previous word, and if there is a non-space character after it, we need to make the size as 1, that is the size of the current character, and consider the last word from that character. So what it basically means is, so while iterating on hello world, we can keep incrementing the size till we encounter a space character. When we have completely iterated on hello, size would be 5, and when we encounter a space after it, what we can do is we can keep a boolean variable discard, which would initially be false, and we can turn that to true, which basically means if we encounter a non-space character after it, we can discard that previous formed word and consider the last word from that current character. So when we encounter this space, we make discard as true, and when we go on W, we check if discard is true. Since discard is true, we need to reset the size to 1 and again reset that discard variable to false, which means we need to consider the current word from the current character, the last word from the current character. Last word is basically the last word in the string. So at the end of iterating the complete string, the last word will be world, and we have the size would be for world be 5. Since when we iterate on it further, we keep on incrementing it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At end of this, the size of string would be 5, so we return 5. Similarly, for the second string, as we see discard is true, so we need to keep the size initially as 0. When we encounter a space, so for the second example, size of last word is 4, so we should return 4. So we can dry run using our approach. Size would initially be 0, discard would be false, first character is space, so we turn that to true. When we go on the next character, we see that discard is true, so we need to make the size as 1. That means we need to consider the last word from the current character, and we keep on iterating and incrementing size. When we encounter a space, And also when we turned size to be 1 for fly, we need to reset that to false. When we encounter a space here, we need to turn that to true. And when we encounter t, we need to turn we need to see that discard is true. That means we need to reset the size and make that to 1, and we need to reset discard as well, it would be false. Similarly, for the last word, size would turn out to be 4, and when we encounter this space, discard would be false, and we need to turn that to true. Since there is no other non-space character after it, size would remain to be 4, so we return 4. So we will try to code it now. So as I said, we need to keep the track of the current word size, and also a boolean variable discard which would initially be false, and we need to iterate on each character of s and check if that current character is a space or not. If that is a space, we need to make discard as true. Else what we need to do is check if discard is true, we should reset the size to 1, and that is consider the last word from the current character, and again reset that discard variable to false. And we should increment the size if discard is false, and we can simply return size at the end. So we shall try running it once. So yeah, that's all from my side. So if you have any question, please post in comments. I will try to answer it as well. Thank you. Bye.